I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the man.
Gentlemen, welcome to this week's edition of American Fantasy Football League Reporting. The Messiah has come again. Your league reporter, Paul Glassman, is back with you. I do apologize for being a little lackadaisical on getting some videos up the past couple weeks, but you have to understand that as someone graduating in about 2 months, I am pretty packed full with school, doing exams and papers and presentations and things of that sort. So I'm going to make this video pretty quick today. I'm just going to go to the scoreboard and we're going to see who's playing. I'm going to name a game of the week and we will go into depth on the game of the week. This is the recommendation that Mr. David Shipley gave me. So let's take a look at this week's matchups. First off, we have the UPS Loggers taking on the Sacramento Steelhead. And just earlier today, the Steelhead denied a trade from the Loggers. So thanks, Josh, but, we don't really need your stuff anyways. Then we have the Prospect Hill Punishers taking on Entrustment We Trust, a 2-4 team going at 4-2. Bolo Power taking on the Pawtucket Patriot Ales, 5-1. Bolo Power taking on the 3-3 Ales. The 1-5 Cheesehead Champs taking on the 2-4 Grifters. The 2-4 Tagtown Thugs hoping to get an upset over the 5-1 Potty Wins. 4-2 Orlando Breakers taking on the 3-3 Gang. The 3-3 Texas State Armadillos taking on the 2-4 Air Red Raiders. And finally, Oklahoma Has Kickers taking on the 1-5 Oklahoma Outlaws. This week's game of the week, I'm calling it right now, Breakers taking on the Dalton Gang. So let's take a look at the quick box score here. As you can see, the Orlando Breakers have a decent season. Dalton Gang, not too bad, middle of the road, still in playoff contention. Now, I really like back matchup, Jay Cutler taking on Andy Dalton. After last week, Andy Dalton really got embarrassed, or I should say the Bengals really got embarrassed. Jay Cutler kind of having Jay Cutler year, I'm not going to lie. He showed a lot of promise at the beginning of the season, but he's really starting to kind of fade off a little bit. So, you've got Cameron Wake this week. It's going to be interesting to see how that goes down. Finally, Bernard and Arian Foster. Arian Foster against a Pittsburgh defender. I think Arian Foster is going to have a huge... Fred Jackson at Pierre Thomas. I think there's any score Pierre Thomas. On Jeffrey up against Roddy White. I think that Jeffrey is going to be looked at a lot as tight end, but I think Sandon looks from Mr. Jay Cutler. White, they have to say anything about him. But as you can see, pretty evenly matched up going up. I really like Muhammad in a different fantasy. Muhammad Sanu is, it's interesting to see how they integrate. Throwing a couple touchdowns, and without him, he's been getting all the look as the number one. And as we're seeing, interesting, this video is going to be short because I do have to get back to some sort of homework that I have. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, put them on the message board post.